Hello, hello, hello! Welcome everyone! We're jumping right back to where we left off in Doki Doki Literature Club. Right now we're doing Natsuki. Hello, Ki! Hello, Shopty, hello. Hello, Loser XCX. Woo, hello! We are, in the middle of Natsuki and Yuri's story. I believe we were literally right at the end when I had to run off quick, and the stream pretty suddenly. But let's jump right back into it, y'all. What am I doing? Let's see what was left. Ah, yes. Right where we left off, Yuri was, bonding with Sayori and then got anxious and ran away. And Sayori's thinking about, how could this happen? I thought we were friends. There we go. Sayori, not Natsuki. Yeah, you're right. It's Sayori and Yuri. Yes. Anyways, let's get into it. Yeah. Let's see. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, she wouldn't have left her book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. Ugh, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she'd be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Oh. Okay. That was the end of that little bit. Mail. Have a nice weekend. What? I'm on leave for the rest of the week. Contact Ravi if you need to schedule server time, but I expect my job to run a few days since we've collected so much data this week. How about we arrange a meeting and discuss results when I return? Who are you? Ooh, new one. And new music. Okay. See, you left right at the end. I believed you! Oh, these little chibies are so cute. Okay. Let's do Understanding Part 2. Play the song Candy Hearts for like 5 times in a row. Song Candy Hearts? Play it 5 times in a row? Can I skip forward? Not now when you have time. Oh, okay. Is something special unlock? It unlocks a special secret song? Oh, okay, okay. Let's begin this side story. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. But my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass, and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monica. Oh? Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. I'm gonna leave such a bad impression on the new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica runs around the corner, approaching the clubroom. As she does so... Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the clubroom against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes her book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the clubroom is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the clubroom through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was just wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the clubroom herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri be like, ah. Ah. Yuri nods and the two set off. Oh, content warning, self-loathing. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me, because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will have just the same interests as me. But it's so cool you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought but couldn't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. Oh. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly, I don't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Ah. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're gonna have all kinds of people joining the club, hopefully, anyways. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course! I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people? How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? Ugh, same. Ugh. Monica's an introverted, extroverted? That makes sense. That kind of does well in social situations, but can't get into one herself. That makes sense, yeah. Kind of like an ambivert. Who, the purple-haired chick? That's Yuri. I can talk for hours about things that I'm into, unfortunately. So much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Story falls into the third category. What? Hold on. You're saying that Story is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. Maybe Yuri's just autistic. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Story is too nice to me. And I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Suri is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Suri would be able to say better. Suri is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Suri to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Suri wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Suri, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping me make the club a better place for everyone. Venting sus. Oh my god. Yeah, banned. Banned from chat. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Oh, good. Yuri is sus. I'm sorry. I can't believe this. You can't be doing this. Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can! It'll be great! Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never gonna feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts towards the door and then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to go get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club room rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. Yuri's a ghost. I wish I came with a fancy. Hello? You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You could use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet! Yuri shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Yuri's been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look! Yuri holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. No, she's just trying to be a friend, damn it! Accept her friendness. She's just trying to understand you. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fists against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Yuri's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite reaction she was expecting. I'm sorry. Yuri looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. If I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri's just trying to match her friend's likings. Ah, true. She's just trying to be a pal. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Oh. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees, her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it just so hard to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Yuri for the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here, before Monica sees her like this, and before Yuri tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Oh, no! It's too sweet. It's okay. Yuri whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Yuri's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. The hug. Oh god. Get me teary-eyed again. I promise, I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri snuffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. It just makes me not want to believe that someone actually likes me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Yuri doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought it'd finally be my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. That's all I've got going for me. Is Yuri autistic? Is she being autistic-coded right now? But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. That art is simply beautiful, right? It's so cute. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Suri, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading, so I'll help you with things you need too. But I feel like it would just be so frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you'd get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover, new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reason you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart. I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Oh, look at that little tiny smile! Oh my god! So cute. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I'm awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Oh, get that depression haircut. Just shave your damn head. I totally understand that. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Suri, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then that's something she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. Oh, how cathartic are these side stories, right? They're saying what the people need! They're just telling it like it is. Saying it like it is. That's what I wanted to hear. But you can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course! I'm not gonna judge anything this early on though, so we'll just see what happens. Oh, and it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh, no, I'm sorry! I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back! Monika's back! I haven't seen you, at all recently. Suri trots over to Monika. Ah! She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Suri wraps her arms around Monika. Oh, yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Suri can be kind of a hug monster. Ah. Hey, don't call me a monster! Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them and then smiles. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club. About that. well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things you like. Yes! Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Oh! Oh! So sweet! Oh? I like all her little doodles. Oh my god. They're so sweet. Look at her. Look at her little doodles. Look at her little drawings of all the club members. Aww. And there's a sweet, sweet picture. Oh, wait. What the heck? What did I just see? Sayori with her thousands of little notes. I just saw something. Set as wallpaper. Ah! That's excellent. I love that. Okay. Now, looks like the next one is Natsuki and Monica. Respect time. Yeah, respect. Let's do this. Wait, you are missing one. Yes, I don't think I have gone through Yuri's notes yet. I'm not sure if you have to go through just the first part and get all their poems, or if you have to go through the second part and get all their poems too. But right now I'm in the second part of Natsuki's route, like Act 2. And if I don't have to finish Act 2, then I'll go and restart and do Yuri's. Because when I did DDLC, I did Sayori's route. Only the first part, I think. Okay. Then I'll just skip ahead and do Yuri's stuff. And just get her thing. It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monica, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door opening, and a girl walks in that none of them have seen before. Hi. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monica's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great! Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, but it's really exciting to see a new face. Yeah! Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make some tea! Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest of having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone and then sits down next to Sayori, who Monica follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, I'm Monica. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever kind of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. Haha, I have what vibe? Oh, you know, like... never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very, adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I'm just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sori lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Oh, so sweet. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. My favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Ooh, me too, girl. Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough? Or maybe chocolate? It's cookie dough. And Monica's is probably vanilla. What the heck? I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's flavor? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you just like hang out or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet since we only have like 3 members, so we're kind of just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start like some more structured club activities. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into? Well, I guess I'm... literature. Well, I like manga. Manga? Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club. Natsuki, my beloved. Bring us, my beloved. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. Like, after all we've been doing all this, Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature you're interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of weird guys. Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga's literature, right? I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically... Hey! Manga's literature! Leave her alone! Step off! She's a brand new freaking, club members. Let her read some damn manga. I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, like, keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll literally do whatever you want me to. That's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Monica, leave her alone! Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want anyone to see my locker. Haha. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then. Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Ugh, I'm such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean... She has, like, no actual interest in literature, you know? Manga's literature! It's a book! She likes reading a book! God, I'm just saying, there's so many good mangas and graphic novels and stuff like that. They're good, alright? They're literature. They got text, they got story. That's literature. I do be a bitch sometimes, yeah, sometimes. I feel like Yuri and Monica do be a little sticky sometimes. And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like some kind of obligation. Her tea is going to get cold. Yeah! Wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you just don't want to read her manga, Sayori? Who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so... Does that mean I bother you? No. You're a pleasure to be around. I was just fishing for a compliment. Oh, Sayori's so sweet. I love her. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. I know. But still, I really think we should give her a chance. Alright. But I really am going to start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the three of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Suri stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it. Ugh, thank you. Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stock onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. Suri giggles in excitement while catching her breath. Natsuki replies, There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them. Monika anxiously glances between Suri and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe that's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally starting to get more serious. Natsuki be strong. 4 boxes. She's got a lot of manga. She's been deadlifting her manga supply. At the next club meeting, Monika's the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joins, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monika paces around, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monika thinks, the door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monika forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Stop hazing her! She just wants to read, damn! Natsuki forces one in return. Need help? No, I got it. Monika awkwardly tries to start some sort of conversation, but it fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there? I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient. Yeah, but... Monika sighs. Teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing in here, and we have to tell them it's for the literature club. So? Monika backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon! Suri spins into the club room. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this! Suri brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Ooh, that's so pretty. Suri trots over to the closet. The colorful shelves catch her eye. Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way. I saved up all my luck to find that money. If you want entry into my kingdom, you must pay the tax, peasant. Cookie time. Kids don't do cookies? No, definitely do cookies. Boo! Defeated, Yuri unwraps a cookie and breaks off a piece of Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the clubroom. Monika glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it suddenly feels twice as lively. Okay, so today I think we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it'd be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else. Well, maybe. Something tells me that... Monika glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. Dare, they'll ruin your life. They might ruin your life. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? Natsuki, didn't you say you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do? Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Suri's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but... Monika's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monika finds it incredibly difficult to relent her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monika have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure you don't have any other literature interests that you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but I just... Natsuki cuts Monika off suddenly, standing up. Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. but I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monika a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. Oh no. Suri runs after her, leaving just Monika and Yuri. For the second time today, Monika slumps down into a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's being a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monika looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monika sighs. Me neither. Straight up noped out of there. It was a little mean. I mean, she's just trying to chill. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So, maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monika sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh. Well, great. I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration. And I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh. Why is it the hardest to be rational during times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you even are storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it, so I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, calling her confrontations with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. With a sigh, Monika walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. This isn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monika starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monika has failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monika opens the book. Learn some literature! She's just trying to read, damn it. Oh, that one's so cute. Oh, that artwork. Wait, go back. Go back to which one? This one? It's so cute. Natsuki and Yuri's reading each other's poems. Yeah, they look. I like how Yuri's is like several pages long, and then Natsuki's like on one note card with a little creature stamped onto it. That's such a good little touch added to this picture. I really like that. Okay. Oh, okay, yes. I don't have Monika and Yuri's yet. Okay. Respect. Begin the side story. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not being busy. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on. That's condescending too. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know. Thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like I'm going to change her opinion on me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. Ooh, my heart. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please? I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy. So I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. I don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me. So, just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks, but you know, the sign for the literature club said you can be yourself or whatever, so I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks her toe and her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she was being so judgmental that I just wanted to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, she would just be like everyone else and try and push me away from manga in favor of a more mature thing. The two of them remain silent for a while. Sori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club's vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm gonna do everything I can do to fix this. I promise. Content warning, bullying! Oh no. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallway are always bustling with students rushing to meet their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Not the bullying! Please no bully! No bully! Among them is Monica, who always eats her lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decides to try to find her during lunch so she can make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out in front of the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It'd be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh, mystery friends. Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined, why wouldn't I? Ha, I told you she would join. Come on, you know she only joined because they wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you I never even wanted to join that stupid club. Oh sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Haha, true. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up! Just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, are you gonna buy her smutty fanfiction? Well, obviously, I want a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention you couldn't have done it without us. I guess there's a past to joke about it. Yeah, sure. They grow up so fast, it brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki glances in Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. Leave her alone. She's trying her best. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Poor Natsuki, my heart. She just wants to enjoy her damn manga in peace. No one can, like, let her do that. Leave her alone. Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them. After the way I treated her? Ugh, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monika picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to have been doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go like exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. I'm especially mad I didn't have that self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah, well, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch. They were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad. Like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was just it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing. Just in a roundabout way. Should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was trying to dismiss it, but then Suri jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Suri handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends are treating her like that. I'm gonna get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sori bursts through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monika's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention! I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes! Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh! Yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again! So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sori, intervention was a success. She just said she needed to have one, and that's it. She won. Sori, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monika was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she was facing the consequences of the damage she had inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feeling after you've hurt them is to face them and admit that you're wrong. Admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have anything to worry. You don't have to worry about anything. But thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. She's so happy. Look at her. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess it's for today. I guess for today, it's gonna be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm gonna step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? Sori picks up a manga she was resting on, that was resting on an adjacent desk. Oh, Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monika's been. Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using this classroom then, okay? Monika smiles at them both. Then, with a wave, she exits the club room. Happy, happy times, let's go. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would be really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. The time for the next club meeting has arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monika sits, then stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. And then the door finally opens. Sori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back. Monika, the club president, stands up to greet them with a smile. Sori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monika is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand up at the front of the clubroom just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with their own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monika had admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the Literature Club? Realizing she's been getting ahead of herself, Monika takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone. The Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monika turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature. Manga. Oh, come on! This isn't kind of forced. You don't actually want to do this, so just... Monika shakes her head. Natsuki? This is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong for me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but... I know you're only doing this because Sori told you to. Wait, that's not true! Monika planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to all of that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone from now, It's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into. Monika smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sorry, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to just like me for just that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyways, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the Literature Club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki's a writer pro? Hell yeah. She's a pro, baby. She's been writing fanfic for a while now, she says. She's an expert. As another meeting draws to close, Monika approaches Natsuki on the way out. Been there, done that. Yeah, same. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? No. Me? Not particularly. Why? There was just something I wanted to show you if you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. Ooh, what are we gonna see? Ooh! New background. Look at that. That is a funky little music room. You know, I was thinking back, when the club was just me and Sori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We heard a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone else. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like things I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Well, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just, brought a bunch of manga and that got fussy when I didn't have my way. It's really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never realized I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was as strong as you, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a hint of contention, I just crumble. What did I say? Exactly. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. It really inspired me to start working on it. Natsuki's strong. She's strong! Inside and out! But, well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. I think I just felt kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you of all people were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity and ended up reading a whole bunch of it. I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You're reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have really good taste. Just one volume. And I kind of just picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the character isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was just the perfect person I always wished I was. If I just did what I wanted instead of always second-guessing myself. She endures bullying from all sides of her life and stays true to herself all the time. I love her. She's strong. If we assume the situation her dad is still on the side stories with dude. Yeah, I was thinking that exact same thing. God, rough, really rough life. Monika walks over to the piano and sits down. Oh, it's so sweet! I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself, the parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves, sharing experiences that allows us to share our emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I would have never started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that the Parfait Girls put the thought into my head. It was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because, you know, you just make me feel like I want to do something. I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. It didn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. Ooh. Time for some tunes? Hell yeah. This is so sweet. Aw, look at them. They're so good. Clap, clap, clap for Monica. Yeah, good tune. Just Monica banging out some tunes. That's all. That was so good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro. Not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so... Yeah, it's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like, such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And that's all of you who have helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful. And kind of flattering. Kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. Makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things. I got frustrated for not getting my way in the club. So, yeah. Really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyways, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit that it's a form of literature, so you totally can't take that back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. I'll tell you what. I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. Is it cupcakes? The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah! What picture do we get? Oh! Look at them. And Monica writing a poem. Oh, yes. And then mail. Side stories. Oh, thank you to everyone who's worked so hard on the control simulation. I can't imagine how tedious it must have been to delicately hide... Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? I can't imagine how tedious it must have been to be so delicately hide Monica's elevated permissions from her without disrupting our connection to VM. Just to clarify, all the recordings labeled side stories are part of the control simulation, right? I'm noticing some details of the characters' lives here and there that are a bit, that differ a little bit from those in VM1, even trivial ones. Is it part of a butterfly effect from some of Monica's more fundamental changes, or is it the result of her just messing around with other characters from VM1 as her own experiment or for fun? If so, I'm keeping track of, we have like 5 different universes in total, with 3 or 4 of them created and then destroyed by Monica, of course. It's funny because I keep wanting to speculate on which one is the real universe, when in reality they all are. As real as ours is anyways. What? This mail basically says that the side story is an alternate clone universe where Monica isn't self-aware. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Why did you give her sentience? Why did you make her sentient? What the fuck? Okay, balance time. Sentience is but a curse. Why did you do this to her? Natsuki! While Natsuki is messing with one of the orientations of her manga in the closet shelves, Sori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What? Hi! Hi. The Literature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now compromised of 4 members: Sori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga. Then Sori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monica, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy, with a little help and encouragement from Sori. After that week was spent on their presentations, Monica decided to give the club members the next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sori, having spent most of the time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all those things. Sori reaches out and pulls out a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Well, the Metaverse Corp is testing out what would happen to someone if they were shown that they're in a simulation in order to find out if they themselves are in a simulation. Which they are because they're in a game. So basically, DLC exists for some people to figure out if they're in a video game. Oh god. It's getting meta up in this shit. The meta of the meta. Does that mean we're in a simulation? Fuck. Is this the meta of the meta of the meta? We're screwed. Shouldn't this girl be wearing some more clothes? You wouldn't like that one! In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Suri's hand and then places it on the shelf with a less conspicuous location. Well, okay, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't really ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already really into manga. I can handle it. I did with Yuri's books, at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span, you put that much effort into her books. No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends. I can do anything if it's for them. Well, okay then. Let's pick something that even donuts can read. I didn't say I was a donut, I just said I had the attention span of one. Getting meta. Hence Metaverse Corp. Yeah. I caught that one. Dan does have some on-the-nose humor. True. Were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. No. How did you get that? Get to that conclusion. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, no donut, she's a cinnamon roll. What about a cinnamon donut? And don't call me that. A donut? Cute. Aw, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you need to stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you. Nah, sorry. It wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while putting a second chair over to her desk. I was just talking about something else. I didn't mean to get all angry of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. Sori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start with it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy. There's romance too, obviously. Sori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guy, and then you find out, well, you should just read it. Cinnamon donut woke us fuck. Dude, that actually sounds tasty. You've never had a cinnamon donut before? They're so good. Especially with coffee. It's like a thing. I promise. Well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It'd be so funny if I'm right. Ship? I don't get it. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Oh man, she writes self-insert fanfics. That's incredible. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. Maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we can do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything. Self-insert fanfics are legit how I started. I mean, that's as good as a start as any. I know there's some famous people who started writing fanfics. No, it's just, well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. After the club meeting ends, Natsuki and Yuri leave. Monika strikes up a conversation with Sori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really wanted to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so cute. I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her if I can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing. I'm a woman of respect. But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Well, that's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just little signs, like how she only says hi to me right after I say hi to her first. Wait. I forget. What's the name of the story? This side story? Feels like she only gets excited, balance. Oh, okay. Feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems, dismissive a lot. But she was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know? Maybe. My stupid head is making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that. That's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. You can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Sori gives Monika a quick hug. Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get close to her. You got this. You can do it, Natsuki. I mean, not Natsuki, Sori. After the next club meeting starts, Sori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sori pulls up a chair and plops down right next to her, Natsuki. Hello there! Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sori. You can't just start in the middle. There's spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyways, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting! Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. Sori plops down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of a page being released from beneath her thumb. From Suri's side, only a light tapping noises of her pen meeting the paper can be heard. Time passes. Suri's paper is filled with scribbles, and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw the stick figures and thought you were just bored. No, I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I make friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty but can't look up at the stars in public without everything thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with its back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? You're the weirdo. Want to read the poem I'm working on? Sure, I guess. Sori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sori. Don't you ever just feel weird sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are, like, really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, it's just an observation. I think people can get closer with each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well, Natsuki begins to protest, but can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kind of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own, but I've never met anyone I'd feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am, so... You write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, well, that too, but you should. I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But, can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. We should continue the book you gave me, since I didn't get very far yet. Sure. She is stubborn. Over the next few days, Sori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki! Natsuki! Hi, Natsuki! Oh my god. Natsuki. At the end of one club meeting, Monika, who become rather invested in Suri's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Suri. She's pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've only been enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over her shoulder but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others. Monika shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess. But it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being, like, all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I just can't meet someone and instantly become best friends with them, and, like, share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you have? I know, I just feel bad about it. I'm not sorry, so I should have realized. Monika navigates through her tinge of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the one who previously encouraged Suri's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monika can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could, like, divert her into another club activity for you or something. No way. That would be so underhanded and mean. Sorry, I didn't think that one through. Besides, just because I complained about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just instinctively wanting to try and solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Suri about it, but it'd make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural. Well, I think you do a good job of expressing all your feelings. She would totally understand. Monika's always bringing trouble, but it fits because she doesn't have much problem-solving skills. And we all know what happened when she becomes self-aware. She can't handle it. She can't handle that. She's just trying her best, but, like, I imagine sudden sentience would be really overwhelming. And too big of a problem to fix. I think you do a good job expressing all your feelings. She would totally understand. Suri really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. Ugh, it just feels so dumb. Talking to someone about how to be friends with them? It's just weird and not cool. Monika shrugs. It's the literature club. Then mumbles through a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey! Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know you're kind of in a tough spot and that it's hard for you to really express yourself, but you've really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if that doesn't feel like it to you. I think you're the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment. Can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things and then finishes her thoughts in a mumble. And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monika smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monika knew what she meant. It made Monika feel like everything was really going to be okay. Hell yeah. Peachy pie. Hug energy. Okay. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to read the last bit of balance, and that'll be it for tonight. Yeah, you guessed it perfectly. Last one for tonight. Two-part stories. Pretty good. My throat's getting a little sore. So, I think what we'll do is I'll finish balance part 2, and then I will unlock the rest of them on my own time, and then come back and read those 2, and that will wrap it up for us. Hell yeah. Oh. Love me some doki. It's lunchtime. Suri, who usually brings her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Suri's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki! I've run into other club members around school. Natsuki! Suri stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Suri at first. Then she glances over in Suri's direction. Suri waves enthusiastically. Ugh! Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey! She definitely saw me. Oh no. Monika is the first to arrive at the club meeting, then Natsuki. Suri has a glance around the window to see Natsuki already inside. To see Natsuki already inside is unable to work up enough courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share a manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No. Why? I'm sulking. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me! Oh, I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Not bad. Hey! Sorry. I'm sorry, that was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid I would do from anxiety. anxiety. Well, I don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh. That makes sense based on the person you are, but Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. It feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more instead of getting closer. Makes me feel like she's only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga. She doesn't actually want to be friends with me. Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends. Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them? Of course, I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Sori nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think... Well, if I was trying to have alone time, and it was being threatened with an interruption, then... It just would not make me very happy. Yeah, but that didn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything. No, I think it's similar. Well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. Alone times are blessed, but in moderation. Yeah, that's the key. Moderation. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider a comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside of the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. But that means I was really bothering her? I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. But I was actually hurting her? I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand from my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so... Why was I so selfish? Even if this is all true, that still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki, but she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. There's the word! There it is! The right balance, baby! Oh, what did I do? Oh, there we go. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this? Sayori? I think that... Well, there was that one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario. But I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So let's think if you were to realistically consider this situation, how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly, Sori gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others. And my friends deserve happiness. Sori beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her before trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that. That's very mature of you, Sori. I'm mature! Sori hops up and down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sori shakes her head. I need to be here to show her I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh. Sori steps aside. Balance. That feel when they say the title of the movie in the movie? Yeah. By the way, before Yuri enters the club room, Sori interjects. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. No, she right. She 100% right. Y'all are both anxious weenies. Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Suri follows. The club room is quiet. When Suri walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Suri smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Suri decides it's best to continue the manga where she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Ooh, are we writing today? God, this seems like such a fun club to join. You just hang out with your friends and read and do stuff. Read and write. That sounds nice. Monika speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey! Natsuki pulls the sheet closer and covers it with her arms. A nice club. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everything was going. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Suri, who is focused on her manga. Monika follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monika falls silent. Natsuki looks back at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margins, allowing Monika to see. It says, to Sayori. Understanding, Monika smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly. I'm proud of you. Oh! Natsuki looks away, but makes no motion to remove Monika's hand. Monika gives Natsuki's shoulder a squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. Despite all the drama, despite all the murder. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Monika, after checking on Suri and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Suri was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, when Natsuki's also staying late for unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Suri brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up, pulls it back out in order to return it to its proper location. Sorry, I didn't know where it was supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Suri turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. No! Please! No! If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Suri carries herself out of the club room. Once in the hallway, Suri takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. All the drama happens in the hallway. All the shit goes down in the hallway, man. That's where you go. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Suri turns back to face Natsuki. How it gets all the action shaking my head. For real. Oh, no, this is so sweet. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. Me too. But you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. Well, first of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch. I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. Oh, look at her! So, face burning, Natsuki clams up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. Oh! Ooh, another, the side-eye, yeah. The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, my books, my collections, my memories. All of my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all of my secrets, all of my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch, but it's still the best place in the world. When someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture. An eye peeks through the keyhole and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door. And I'll show you the best place in the world. Oh! Oh no! Oh my god. I'm so... Oh. 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 I'm so touched. It's just... Oh god. Natsuki's so sweet. She's just really shy. Ugh. It's a poem. But I thought... Well, I sucked it up so I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please? Sori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer with you, I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we like to make friends. About, like, the friendship stuff, I mean, it's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you or anything like that. I just felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was just thinking it was silly that I just approached you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I respect that from now on. Friendship should always start with those things. Oh my gosh. Natsuki's like a little kitty cat. She said, give me space and then I'll come to you. But give me space first, but then I'll come to you. With the right balance. Natsuki nods again. One thing about that. Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want to be balanced, like you said. Sori nods. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then. Well, anyway. Now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not going to be, like, sharing my poems all the time now, or anything like that. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to be once in a while. Only the best ones. So you better like them, because otherwise I'll change my mind. I'll like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying, more importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend. Huh? Oh, from the manga. Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. The two walk down the hallway together. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last 2 chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Aw, you wanted to enjoy it with me. Husbando time. Yeah. That's so cute. Oh, shush. Oh, they're so sweet. God. Okay. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh, what's the picture? You got this one. Oh, look at them. And then... Ah! Look at that. That's so sweet. We got our little poem. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, what's this? Wait. A poem from Natsuki distributed at special events in the past. Acquire all of Natsuki's other poems. Ooh. Okay, let's read this one then. I named my pen, The Expression Express. My feelings aboard with a ticket to you. No room for stammers, no lies. No extra stops. No compromise. Stations screaming by. Attendants saying hi. One ticket to you. Please and thank you. Take a headphone and doze. No bumps in the rails, just thumps in my heart. And loops in my letters. And clouds in the sky. And dreams in your eyes. Hey, wake up. The train has arrived. Expression Express. Destination you. Choo choo. Oh, that's so sweet. Did I read? No, I think I read these. Okay. We're just missing Yuri's special poem. We'll get it. But all right. Now I'm just missing two more parts. Yay, we're done for today. We are. So let me switch over to chatting. Let's see. There you go. But yeah, thanks for joining today. Natsuki and Yuri's is the best one. Oh, yeah, I assumed so. I assumed it was going to be the best one by far. But Kasen and Natsuri shippers. That's like the stinking ship to end all ships. That's like the ship. For me, my ships are Natsuki and Yuri. Like, of course. And then Saori times the main character. And then Monica times the player. Those are my ships. That's what I'm all about. But anyways. Thank y'all so much for joining today. Hell yeah. My voice hurts, but it's all good. Good ships, thank you. But next time we stream, Doki Doki will be the end. It probably was fun seeing you react. Thanks. And then we'll have completed Doki Doki and all that jazz. So I'm really excited for that. Really looking forward to it. But for right now, we're going to end the stream. Thank you for joining me again. Here are my socials. My Twitter, my YouTube, and my Discord. And who we going to raid? Who we got going? Let's raid Little Miss Dawn. Here's my raid message. Make sure to copy and paste that in chat when we go raid. Boink. Start raid. And I'll see y'all over there. Bye-bye and have a good night, y'all.